The average response time to 911 calls in Toronto is 12.6 minutes. That's down from a peak of 26.7 minutes in 2023.
We have seen improvements over the past several months. We've achieved this through the continued strategic deployment of new recruits based on call demand, improved supervisory capacity, and active management of resources and priorities across the city.
Mayor Olivia Chow, who was also at the press conference, says wait times have decreased in part due to the 306 officers already added to the force. And this year's budget for Toronto Police includes plans to hire 720 more officers over 2 years. But 12 minutes still falls well below the national average response time. According to the National Emergency Number Association, 90% of calls should be answered within 15 seconds.
Those response times are related to priority one. So those are the top tier type radio calls, and we're going to, those are break and enters in progress, domestic assaults in progress.
When you face an emergency, you need to know that someone will be there to help you out, and fast. Whether it's a fire, ambulance, or you're facing a dangerous situation.
But more calls mean more resources are needed to respond quickly.
People want to feel safe. They want to feel that on average that response time is going down. They want to know that in dire circumstance, you are the first one to get that response. We're able to say that now.
But is a 12.6 minute response time acceptable when minutes are critical?
Domestics are still averaging a half an hour for a police officer to get to someone's home when they've been involved in a domestic incident, and that doesn't mention the 911 response times that are sometimes upwards of 10 minutes just to get through to 911.
The chief also reported other improvements so far this year, including a number of community safety indicators like robberies, auto thefts, break and enters, and shootings.
We remain committed to do everything we can to see these trends moving in the right direction and to be there when Torontonians need us the most.
The Toronto Police Service says their multi-year hiring plan to get more officers on the ground will help reduce response times going forward. In Toronto, Beverly Andrews, City News.